What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and welcome in the building. This is also a monumental time. We have Julian Horton here with us. You know him as Roy on Beauty in Black, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Literally a couple of hours ago, it broke
It did.
that season 2 is happening for Beauty in Black.
Season 2 is happening.
And I know you couldn't wait for that news to break, because I feel like, you guys already taped it, or? We know how Tyler Perry does.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
so
yes.
I saw it's going to be 2 parts also, just like part 1 was 2 parts.
16 episodes, yep.
Okay. And, people could not wait, and I am people, for part 2 to drop, because after part 1 ended, I was like, okay, come on, we got to
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Yes.
But, of course, there's been so many moments on this show that Roy was an integral part of. And listen, if y'all didn't see it yet, that's on you, because we're going to get some spoilers.
Facts,
You should have been seen it when it came
for
out.
For damn show.
So talk to me about this, right? Because your character, and this is something I was thinking about, like your redeeming qualities of Roy, because he is somebody that on the surface, it's like a mess, right?
Yeah.
People look at him as kind of the loser in the family.
Damn, loser. Okay, yeah, keep going.
I mean, they do, right?
No, they do. They don't.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
not you
I'm playing.
personally, not Julian, but Roy.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, for sure.
He's like, I get offended over my character. But when you dig deeper into it, you can kind of see why he might have all these issues, because the family is fucked up.
Definitely. And you got to see that in some of the scenes this season in part 2, especially with my dad and the hospital scene. You get to understand really why Roy is the way he is now, especially,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I get, he has a lot of layers to him, and I think that he does have a lot of redeemable qualities,
What would you say those are? If you had to say, as you're preparing for a character like that, even though he may treat like Kimmy, really terribly, and him and his wife have a contentious relationship, but what are the things you say are redeemable about Roy?
I think he's animated and likes to have fun. I think he's an asshole a little bit, but I still think that he'd be a fun guy to get a drink with.
Right.
That's what he does. He's animated, and I'm a guy that doesn't take life too serious.
Okay.
And I bring that to my characters that I play, and that's what I think's redeemable about him. I don't think he's just an asshole through and through. I think he, especially with his wife, they have so many moments that the fans love.
Yeah.
They love it.
I will say your guys' dialogue with each other is probably,
It's crazy.
the kiss and tell part.
Kiss and tell.
And it's interesting because y'all seem like you hate each other, but then at the same time, it feels like there's something there.
Definitely.
It's like you want to know who she's sleeping with.
Facts.
She wants to know really badly who you're sleeping with. If we don't care about each other, why does it matter?
Facts. There's definitely a deeper love down there for sure.
And I think that's true for a lot of people in real life. Like sometimes people get so used to each other. And then there is also this dynamic of, you are the heir to Beauty in Black, this huge fortune, and she's married to you, and maybe she doesn't get the access that she has without you.
That's facts.
Right? But then you're kind of the fuck up in the family, so without her, who's kind of heading this up, you guys also need each other.
Yeah, we balance each other out, definitely. And I definitely think that there's, it's kind of like having a sibling. We have a sibling and someone talks shit about them. It's like, you are not allowed to do that. Only I'm allowed to do something like that. And that's how he really is with her. So it's just like, I think the love's there. We talk shit to each other, but at the same time, we definitely love each other. But maybe not, though, because season 2 is, y'all going to see some craziness.
How do you interpret it as far as the character of Roy? Like, what do you think he feels when you're getting into character about his wife, Mallerie, on there?
That's a good question. I think that the way it's written, I think that Roy has love for Mallerie, but I think that he operates out of ego a lot. He operates out of selfishness. And I do think and believe that since, with Roy, you have Charles, his little brother. He gets all the love.
Right.
My mother, you know what I'm saying? But my mom, played by Debbie Morgan, who did an amazing job. Then you have my father, who didn't give me no love, really, at the end of the day. We learned that in episode 9 after the crash and stuff. So then you got Mallerie, who comes up, who's adopted, who, like you just said, I'm supposed to be the heir to the throne. She gets that position. So there's always this, he loves her, but there's still a sense of jealousy there.
Okay.
A sense of pride.
Oh, that's interesting, because sometimes men are really intimidated
They are, by
a powerful counterpart.
Exactly.
And
she runs
people don't
Beauty in
understand how hard that is for men to be with somebody who is in a position where they're looked at as like the smart one, the person that's kind of running things, like the family loves her.
Loves her.
And then he's looked at like, what does he do?
No shit. He just sits there and acts like he runs a company and tells people and wants people to believe that he runs a company. But, you've seen the show. Roy doesn't do shit.
Yeah, but get high and sleep with prostitutes when he can get it
all
up.
These vices, exactly. He does all these things. And at the end of the day, he doesn't do nothing. But at the same time, I think if his dad gave him the love and the proper attention and the proper focus, I do think that he might be different.
Why do you think his father is like that with him? Because that's another thing that I wonder, because I think a lot of parents, because even when people think that Roy could have, you could have died in this, sorry if y'all ain't see it, it's over for you. But there was a part where we thought like, oh my God, is he dead?
Yeah.
And then your father comes to see you in the hospital. Instead of being happy that you're alive,
I know.
it's like beating you with a cane.
And the interesting thing about that too, that scene, and this is kind of crazy, with the whole Mallerie family, before that scene, there's a scene with Kimmy. And he's like, Kimmy comes to my dad and says, like, yeah, I killed Roy. And then on his face, you can see this sort of like little, he did such a great job with this. Rico Ross is an amazing actor, by the way. But you see on his face, it's like this sense of despair. This sense of despair. They like, damn, you really killed my son.
Right.
And he kind of was like that too with Charles. But he's always saying that he hates him. He
doesn't want them to have shit.
Yeah, which is an interesting thing with the Mallerie family, because we always saying we hate each other, we don't like each other. But I played it as when Charles died, especially. That's my brother.
Yeah,
I love him. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, but it's really weird because it's really, we do love each other, but it's like we don't want people to know that we love each other. It's kind of strange because he does that look, and then the doctor comes in and like, yeah, your son is in the other room.
He's like,
and then he goes from, if you're gonna kill somebody, do it right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's crazy. So it's like this facade they like to put on. We all like to put on as a Mallerie family, but deep down, it's like we still do love each other, and it's an interesting thing.
Man, I hope families aren't like this in real life ever. I mean, I know it's like a soap opera, but
I know.
But
there might be some families like that. And
there probably are.
To be taught.
And you know what? When money's involved too, because I also think that people have this view of anybody powerful, anybody rich is evil.
Facts.
And that is kind of what we look at the American way as. Like if you made it to a certain point, you have to have done something bad to get there.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But not Tyler Perry, because
not Tyler. He's
in real life
hustled for show.
But yeah, back to the scene with you and Mallerie, where she's trying to figure out who you're sleeping with, you're trying to figure out who she's sleeping with.
Yeah,
and it's so disrespectful. I mean, she's like, you say you don't kiss and tell, you don't kiss at all, really, and then you said to her, "Do you suck and tell?"
Yeah. See, the thing about
some of these lines be so crazy.
The thing about it is like Tyler Perry is a funny man, and we know that.
Yeah.
But Medea's, he's very animated as well. And with me and Tyler, I love our relationship when we have our working relationship, because with me and Crystal, who does a phenomenal job as Mallerie, we do have a lot of improv that we do.
Right.
So we just go.
I mean, she comes at you because I want to say more than that, right?
Exactly.
So then you tell her that you could smell it on her, and she says, "Does it smell like a 12-inch?"
And that's what I'm about to say. So we doing our own improv, and then Tyler would be watching the scene, and he feels it and adds lines to it.
Right.
So be like, "Yo, say 12-inch dick," and we'll hear it on the shit, and like, damn. And then she'll say it, but it's funny as shit. And he does
so
such
that's
a good
interesting.
job.
So Tyler's that involved where he's watching as everything is getting filmed.
Tyler is heavily involved. He's a
because we know
director.
he writes, we know him, but for him to be on set actually watching and chiming in on things, that's crazy.
He does that, and then like, Julian, say you don't kiss your hoes. I'm like, damn. All right, I got you. And then I told you. I don't kiss my hoes. And that's what happens.
Listen, and they guys really
that's
say
Tyler. That's why I give it. Tyler be coming up with them lines too.
I will say because you were on Lip Service before, but on Lip Service we had plenty of guys come on there and say they have sex but they don't kiss, and they think kissing is more intimate than sex. I've heard guys say that on multiple occasions.
And you ask me what I think?
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
Okay. What do I think? I think that I think it is more intimate, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do think it's more intimate. I do, because I mean,
it's only guys that think like this.
I know.
Because I don't think any woman thinks that.
Because us men, we can compartmentalize things way differently than women, and Not all men. I'm just saying, most men. But I think that.
Like I did it, but I didn't kiss her.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's like I think we have an urge sometimes to do something, and we get the and then we get the urge off. But I think like kissing is like, I like you.
Okay.
I wouldn't do this to everybody.
But sex, maybe we would.
People pay for sex. They wouldn't kiss prostitutes.
Okay. Yeah, no one pays to get kissed. People will pay for sex.
There you have it.
That's such an interesting way to put it.
Exactly. Like, the parking lot scene in Tyler Perry? You think they kissing back there? Hell no.
Yeah, you don't see too much kissing going on.
You see a lot of fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of it. Actually, a whole bunch, actually.
Mm-hmm. That's
cars.
part of what makes it so juicy to watch, though. Because I think, because I always watch, and I watched the first part of season 1 and the second part, and I was doing the same thing both times. I was in my bedroom and I was doing like a full refolding my clothes.
Yeah.
Because you could really literally just have that on and watch it while you're doing stuff. And I'm folding my clothes, watching the TV.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. Tyler does it. He's mastered that. Whatever that is, he's mastered it to create this binge-worthy aspect to his shows that you want to keep watching. The acting is good enough and great enough, and the story is juicy enough that you just want to keep on going, and then you can't take your eyes off of it.
And interestingly enough, the shows always do so well. Like when it comes out, breaking records on top of streaming. But then for some reason, always on the flip side of that, the reviews and people are always like, "This is awful. This is terrible."
Yeah, talking shit.
And it's so wild to me.
They're talking shit, but I'm on it.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. You know me.
I know
told
you
you last
don't.
time. I don't give a shit. They talking shit. Hey, if I catch it, you might get a fucking comment from Julian Horton 12. Real talk. And at the end of the day, but it's all. See, the thing about it, it's all fun and games with me though.
Right.
It's all fun and games.
You don't take it that seriously.
They can say it's horrible.
It's a blessed position to be in, and everyone's watching it.
Come on. I'm here with you right now. What do you want me? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people be in their bedroom, and I'm here with you. We're on Netflix. We get to be in a position that God's allowed me to be in. And at the end of the day, people are going to talk positive, negative. It is what it is.
And I think when you think about some of the topics that are discussed, right? Like even with Kimmy's little sister being kidnapped and abducted and taken into the strip club and drugged and being forced to work. That's really sad to me, like to see something like that. But stuff like that does happen in real life. And you see it play out on there. And it's disgusting that any guy would even request that.
It's crazy.
And that somebody with, and then even the Beauty and Black brand, like recently this article was really circulating about synthetic hair. I know my hair is braided right now, but they're talking about how that causes cancer and things like that. And, with different brands and the products that are, it's just interesting how this really does tie in to so much that's actually happening.
People can say what they want about Tyler, but Tyler's very in the know with the culture. He's very cerebral, and he knows what he's talking about, and he knows what to write about because it shares commonalities with what's going on in the culture. And he's like, it might be crazy, but that parking lot scene is from somewhere. He didn't write that just because, I want to do some vulgar shit. No, there's some crazy shit going on in the world. And people have witnessed that, and Tyler he's seen a lot. So he writes about it. That's why he's done a lot. So he writes about it, and, it comes out great.
I also think about how innocent Kimmy was when this first started.
Yeah.
And how she wanted to get the scholarship
Facts.
and, do the right thing. She got put in a really bad position working in the strip club, but now she's a murderer.
That is actually kind of crazy because it's in part 2 and part 1 and stuff. But I didn't even think about that. Yeah, part 1 she was doing that. She has a crazy character arc.
Yeah.
Because she just wanted to be an innocent person. Yeah, now her whole life is flipped upside down. It's crazy.
Like she thought she killed you. We saw her blow somebody's head off.
Man.
And now she is about to be, as we see at the end of season 1, she's about to be everybody's boss.
Crazy.
Potentially.
Crazy.
Now, we obviously we don't know what's going to happen yet in part 2. We've seen a little snippet of a trailer. Yeah. It looks like Mallerie and Kimmy are either going to face off or team up. And I can't tell which one it's about to be.
Man. Damn. That's all I can say, right?
That's all you can say?
That's all I can say.
What? Now, let's just say it was you writing the script, not to say what's really going to happen, but after the end of season 1, how would you approach season 2? If it was you, if it was Julian saying this is what should happen next?
Okay. What I would do. Roy would go to therapy 1.
Okay. We got to get that thing back working.
He go to therapy. He leave the coke alone.
Yeah.
And I want to see a successful, partnership with Mallerie. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so you want Roy to clean up his act. You want him to fix his marriage, go to
yes.
therapy.
But the total opposite happens. Maybe.
That's not in the cards.
I don't know what happens season 2. Maybe
This could be a whole nother sliding door situation where we can see what could happen if Roy cleaned up his act.
No, the way season 2 is going, the way it's going, the way it's written, I think the fans are gonna love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I think it's even more explosive than season 1.
Imagine that.
No, it's because season 1, you know, it's a pilot. It's a pilot season.
Okay.
So you have to have the foundation and lay the groundwork for the series.
Mm-hmm.
So you have slow moving parts sometimes. Season 2 is going to be explosive, and I think fans are going to be like, they're going to be really, really excited to see some of the stuff that we have for season 2.
Man, and I had a chance to sit down with the legendary Debbie Morgan
Yes.
too. It was nice to see her in the role that she's in. She's a wild one.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
That scene in the hospital was got to be my top 3 favorite scene of the show.
Because before you even see it, everybody's like, "Who slapped Debbie Morgan?"
No facts. No, that scene was hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you what my favorite scene was that she did when she told her little young dude to get in the bag.
That was crazy.
Get in the bag.
That was crazy.
And I did not think that was going to happen the way that it did, but it goes there.
Yeah, because it's nuts too. Because obviously we don't know what other actors are filming.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I got my storyline.
You don't know.
Yeah, I got my storyline. I see Mallerie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I see Kimmy in part 1. I see my brother. But me and my mom, we only had like that one scene where we just, when we had the group scene and stuff. We didn't have a lot of solo scenes. So I don't know what Miss Debbie be doing sometimes. I mean, you read the script, but then it's like you kind of forget about it and focus on your lines and focus on your scenes. So when you see it in the trailer, like, why my mom got a gun for? Or why she got this for? Like, what's going on? Why she got a bag? Why she got niggas pulling up? And then you see it, it's crazy.
Man, maybe in season 2, Mallerie and Kimmy would just pass you around. You could just be like their little boy toy, everybody's boy.
Man, when y'all see season 2, y'all gonna be...
Because you're the one that's really, like, I guess you picked women that are both running the business in a way.
Man, when y'all see season 2...
Did you know before you filmed that you were going to live, like, after that scene where you got pushed out the window?
I didn't know until I read episode 14. When I saw it, I was like, nigga, I know I ain't dead.
You're like, come on, now we got another...
I need the money. I need the career. And then I kept... So I kept reading, and I was like, I survived, so it was great.
Now, you've been acting before this,
Yeah.
and I know you're doing music, too. So let's... Oh... Why is that funny?
That's the man right there, huh?
Okay.
That's the man with the plan. But
what's the plan?
we got some stuff on the way.
All right, tell us a little bit.
So my dog Tim, aka Man on the Mission, he great clothing designer.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best friends in TMO, clothing guru, but he's also a phenomenal rapper. So, we might have some stuff on the way. We working on some things.
Okay, so
I'm trying to take advantage of the moment.
As you should. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole. And I feel like things like this. I mean, you could, get some music in the show, and why not?
I'm telling you, it's about to be.
Because I know as much as you've been doing, this is something that's been really, really like. Now I'm sure everybody knows you as Roy.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is a gift and a curse too, because I think that you've established yourself, but now it's kind of like this show just came out the gate so wild and crazy.
It did. I'm thankful though, because by the grace of God, I think that I have a lot of layers to this character.
Mm-hmm.
I think he gets to be animated. He gets to be. It's really like all the parts of Julian Horton I get to play in this character.
Right.
So some parts in your life, and some characters you don't get to do that. And with Roy, you get to be emotional. You get to be vulnerable. You get to be mean. You get to be vicious. You get to be funny. You get to be animated. So many things you get to tap in, especially with part 2, because in part 1 it's just the asshole, and then part 2 you see,
I did feel bad for him.
And that's what I kept seeing.
Yeah.
People, I feel bad for Roy. I feel bad. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because
you're like, please, somebody feel bad for me.
yeah,
I'm not
exactly,
just this horrible person.
And you see why, how he is.
I wonder if Roy could ever trust anyone.
I know. I think he trusts Jules. That's his right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they have a weird relationship, and it's like, Jules. But I think he definitely trusts Jules, and I think that's the only one he really trusts. Maybe his brother.
I feel like Jules is so not trustworthy too.
Man.
I feel like no one in this show can be,
None.
really nobody can be trusted.
No one has, no one's like the
The only person I maybe trust is Angel. He's like the nice person. I will
He
say.
is. He is.
He's like the nice, trying to do the right thing.
He is. He is. He
And
is.
very innocent.
Yes, he's
you
very
know,
innocent.
Type of person.
But he's the one that got him in the situation. So is he that innocent? We don't know.
I mean, yeah.
And
But
maybe he's innocent just because he knows that it's his fault.
Okay, because I also feel like he does try to do the right thing. Like,
He does.
He's a ditz, but then he's still like trying to get the girl out the strip club.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
he's trying to help, and he's not getting necessarily anything out of that.
That is true.
And I wonder, how does a little girl forgive her older sister for lying to her? And because it is Kimmy's fault that she got in the situation that she got into in a way also. You
That
know,
is
her
true.
lifestyle, lying about it, not giving a heads up.
Yeah.
And then she gets kidnapped and then, forced into things that's really awful. Like,
But is it really Kimmy's fault or is it the mom's fault?
okay.
Who originated it, and it's the
Right.
foundation with the stepdad who came in doing some shit that is disgusting, that made Kimmy get out the house, and then she had nowhere to go.
Right.
Then she meets a girl who's in Walmart, and they're like, let's do this, and then she has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So it's really that's why.
It's family.
That's why I really wanted to show. Like, when I have this character Roy, I wanted to show the angles, because you have to find an angle playing somebody like Roy who's doing coke, who's doing craziness to women. You got to find an angle that's like redeeming, but also can teach a lesson.
Right.
And my most thing that I wanted to teach is like, yo, you have to be a good parent and really start people early and treat people right so people can have a better chance at this world. It doesn't guarantee that people are going to be good, but you want to give them an advantage and a good start and a good head start in this world. So that's why I wanted to show, especially because Kimmy's in the situation she's in because parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm just going to say Roy doesn't feel the love because of his parents.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He has a lot of vices because he didn't get the proper love, at the beginning.
And even in his marriage, I wonder if there ever was love there. Like, to even know, why did y'all even get married? Because there's even one part where you're like, I don't care about the shares. I don't care about any. We
Yeah.
can get divorced.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she's like, now you want your shares. Like,
yeah, I know. It was it's crazy because the fans really, really do want to see like the Roy Mallerie show and just how it got here
right.
and the origin of it, and was there ever love? And I do believe there was love there because they're still staying together.
Right.
It could easily just go away, but they're still,
And
rocking
not
each
even just
other.
staying together, but also caring so much about what the other person is doing.
Yeah,
Like, why do I care who you're sleeping with? Go do it. Like, why do I
Facts.
want to know? Because she is really on the hunt,
she really is.
to find
and
out.
I have those little moments like, you doing my wife, you doing my wife, you doing my wife, like three, you know what I'm saying? So
I couldn't imagine being with somebody. But you know what? People don't know what type of situations they get themselves in.
all the time. Crazy world.
Now, what else? So you said the music is something that you're taking advantage of the moment. What are some other things you're doing now personally for Julian to take advantage of the moment?
I have a brand called TMO. Stands for the most original. My guys here, who all came with me today, my family, my brothers, all here. We just trying to take advantage of just, we got clothing on the way, we got music on the way. Just trying to be on every avenue, just to take advantage. Anything that we can do, any God-given talent, anything that we're good at, we just trying to take the most advantage of right now. Whether music, clothes, production,
Right.
doing my own thing. I'm in writing. I've been producing, trying to get some movies done of my own, short films and stuff of that nature. Because this position is a blessed position to be in, and I know I got to honor it because God allowed me to have it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to take advantage of the moment.
As you should.
Because you never know.
What have been some of the best reactions that you've had in real life from people now?
The best reactions, there's a
interactions.
lot of good interactions. I went to the Eagles game in Philly, and we talked about last time, like on lip
Yeah.
service. I'll just be doing my own thing and
Yeah.
chilling, and then we're walking around the city. But I walked like 3 miles from the Eagles game because it was an NFC Championship, and there was no Ubers. So I had to walk and keep on walking to see if there was an Uber that could pick me up, but there was none. So I kept walking and kept walking and kept walking.
By
And
yourself?
Finally, yes, by myself, in the cold, in Chelsea boots, in 20-degree weather.
Yeah, trying to be
feet
cute.
were freezing. People were frozen as hell. But I'm walking, and then I get on the corner of this random street. It's just, they got the hoagies, got the Philly cheesesteak spots. And, you got Eagles fans walking and stuff. But then, you got some black girls that come up and stuff, and they walk by, and they'll walk. And I get this a lot. They'll walk by, double take,
Right.
and I'll keep walking, and then
somebody looking at the
I
phone
see
like,
someone like turn around all the time. You that nigga from that show. And that's what they'll say to me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, nigga, you him. And they'll pull their phone out. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's me. And take pictures, that's cool. And then these other 4 black girls came up. And I'll just be chilling, because I'll just be chilling. I'll just be chilling. I'm waiting for my Uber.
Minding my business.
Minding my business. It's 5 minutes away. Damn. So then, girls, I hear chatter. A little chatter. Black. I hear black. You know what I'm saying? I hear the word black. I'm like, they're talking about me. I think they're talking about me. I think they're talking about me right now. Hey, you that guy from that show? I'm like, I always say I don't know what you're talking about, just to fuck with people. I don't know. Am I that guy from that show? Nigga, stop playing. You him. Take the phone out, whatever. But then they were asking me, so we got in a conversation, took pictures, whatever. And then they said, where's Broad Street at? And I said, Broad Street over there. It's over there down the street and stuff. So finally, my Uber came after talking to them for 5 minutes, and then they walked off. And I was in the black truck by myself. And I said, this is a big car. I could use some people to talk to. So like, hey! And then they I got their attention, and I said, hey, ride with me. And I told them to ride with me.
That's so nice.
And then we rode together, and then they asked me all these questions about the show. Like, your uncle's so motherfucking mean, nigga. Your uncle, your brother, all this stuff. So it's just having these interactions, having this reception to the show is a blessing. It's amazing, and I'm truly honored just to even be on the show to have people watch my acting.
Yeah.
Because I could have did the skit stuff. I could have did Instagram videos. I could have did a lot of things that people wanted me to do or suggested, but I just love this craft so much. I love movies so much. I love Hollywood so much. I love the art of filmmaking so much, and I just wanted to do the right way. So to be on this show, to be on the biggest streaming service in the world, to be able to be a character that conveys a lot of emotion and people can see the acting skills on full display, I'm fully grateful for it.
Just think about it. You went from football to acting to having to take a step back and drive Uber, which we talked about before, and now you're taking Uber Blacks and bringing people with you.
Man, I didn't even think about that. That is a hell of a damn transition and pivot.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. I drove Uber, and now I take only Uber Blacks. Damn.
I take whatever Uber's cheapest. I'm going to be honest.
I can't do it. I got a friend named Paul Dawson, and I know that boy since 10 years old. And he get that money. But so, I be saying some things because they're here, because they get it. So, but
How you get that money?
Paul be getting that money. So when I was riding Uber, he take the black truck.
No, I take a regular ass.
He would take the black truck every time. And so I'm like, and he's like, Julian, get the Uber. And I would get the regular cheap joint, whatever.
The one you got to wait extra time for it, too.
Extra
you save
time.
30 cents. I do that.
I got so used to the black truck, though, and the luxuries of having a black truck and just like the size of it and just, you just a black truck, the luxuries of it and everything like that. I'm like, yo, when I get money, I'm taking a black truck every time. Like,
every time.
I can't even going to get a haircut today, we took a black truck.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, we getting bougie. I'm sorry.
Y'all are getting bougie.
But that's the only thing I'm bougie at, I think. That's
I only take a black truck if it's like slightly more expensive, but when sometimes that black truck be costing so much more, I'm like,
so much more. So much. I could take it, we could take an Uber.
Can you fly Coach?
Yes. No, I will say that.
See, that's interesting. So you'll fly Coach, but you needed to take a black Uber.
Yeah, because flights is different. You know what I'm saying? It's like a flight's a flight. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get from point A to point B. But the black truck, because sometimes people be having stains in the car. People be smell.
One time I was taking a regular Uber to the airport.
Yeah.
It was when I was in LA. I was trying to catch a super early flight. My friend sat on the other side, and somebody must have pissed on that seat.
I'm telling you.
Her whole pants were wet. And I just said to myself, I am so glad I sat on this side.
Facts.
And she was so mad. She had to change her pants when we got. I mean, that's so disgusting.
It's disgusting, and it's just different. But the black truck is gonna be official every time.
Sometimes they got candy and
water,
snacks off of you,
candy,
some butter.
TV, the little game I be playing, the little thing where I try to beat the high score. I be doing everything like that.
Just think about, but honestly, and I know, just people should go back and watch that lip service episode too. But you should feel so great about just because when we had you on the first time, even more has happened since then. What else do you have in the works besides part 2? More acting? Are you looking at more scripts? I know you're writing your own, you said.
Yeah, I got this movie coming out called The Highwaymen, and it's actually in the civil rights era when it came out. I mean, when it was happening. The movie is about the civil rights era. Yeah, it takes place in the civil rights era. But yeah, it's about the Florida highwaymen, and there were painters that painted in the '60s, and I got a movie. Yeah, that's the next movie that I got coming out, and I got to play this guy named Alfred Newton, and yeah, it's gonna be great to just let people see a different side of me too, cause it's like I got a little Southern accent with it, and
let me hear that again.
Talk a little bit like this, like, hey, I'm a painter now. I'm trying to do better. You gotta do better for these people now. You gotta know that everybody gonna keep on watching you, and you gotta paint the best you can. You see, and you
that
gotta
was
do things,
good.
yeah, and you got to do stuff like that, and I want to be the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not. See, this thing too. I'm not in this. Like Timothy Chalamet said something the other day.
I saw that.
The SAG Awards, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!" I'm like, if that's not your perspective or mentality, I don't know why you do it. And I know everyone's different. I know people get in it for money, and people get in it for, to be comfortable, things of that nature. I get in this because I want to be the best. I don't want to just act. I mean, this is just the beginning. I'm here to be one of the greats. I'm here to be one of the best actors I can be. I want to be one of the best actors in the world.
That's amazing.
This isn't just
that should be the goal.
That's the goal for sure. The Oscars, Emmys, I want those. I really do want those because I love this craft so much, and that's why I'm blessed to play this character Roy, because I get to do a lot of things with the acting. I'm just glad that people got to see the acting.
Right.
Because we can talk about, this show crazy, the drama, I can't stop watching. I want you to watch the acting though, because I'm bringing it every damn time, and I'm bringing everything I have to this role. I go home exhausted, more than football, because my mind is the energy and the capacity that you have to play this character. It takes a lot.
Yeah.
Roy does a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I gotta snort. I gotta smoke. I do all my stunts. I don't let no one else do my stunts, or at least try not to. They try to be sneaky sometimes.
Yeah, like we can't have you fly out this window.
And they try to be sneaky sometimes. They be like, oh, let me just do it. No, Julian, like, let me do it. No, Julian. They had to tell me like, hey, you can't. Because I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about everything in my life. I'm passionate about my friends, passionate about God. I'm passionate about everything that I do, because that's just how I am. So, when this acting stuff, I just want to keep on just being great. And, got that movie on the way.
Do you feel like sometimes after filming, because I know you guys film for long periods of time, you got to, like, get out of the Roy mode?
Nah, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't really have that. I don't have an issue with that. I don't really. I can get into it quick.
You're like, I feel like sniffing some coke. Oh no, that's Roy.
nah. Facts. No, but it's. I don't really have an issue, because some actors do. Some people, I've had like other actors say like, I gotta go meditate real quick and really, and I get that. But for me, by the grace of God, I'm back to joking.
You've talked about anxiety too.
Yeah.
How is that for you now? Is that something that you've been working on? Has it gotten better, worse?
That's a constant daily journey. I think my anxiety is definitely, I'm not even gonna call it my anxiety. I think it's definitely gotten better as time's going on, because I'm doing a lot more. I'm always active. I'm a huge advocate for vitamins. I'm a huge advocate for meditation. I'm a huge advocate for prayer. Doing those things, combining all those things, walking, spending time with friends, and just being present as best as I can be, definitely alleviates and diminishes the anxiety. So I'm good. I'm present. My mind is good. My mental is good. My spirit is good, and I feel great.
What are you doing on your downtime when you're not working?
I'm hanging with these guys.
That's nice. It feels good though. Work is fun when your friend, and they get to work and everybody's working, and it's like,
everyone's
work
working.
is fun. I always say that it may seem like I'm having fun, but I'm really working.
Definitely working. Business and pleasure, but I've been blessed, and I'm honored to be in this position, and I know that it's my God-given duty to pay it forward to my family, to people that see me on the street, to my friends. I just try to pay it forward the best I can. So that's why when I come up here, and that's why when I come to New York, I don't come alone. I come with my guys.
Yeah.
That's why I brought Jerry last time. Like, I want everyone to experience this, because this is a blessing.
Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted. So I want people to experience this and to be with me every step of the way, because this is just a great position to be in.
Yeah, it's a reciprocal thing too, because it's really hard to do things alone. You do need a great team of people that's around as well.
And I have great friends. I love my friends so much.
There's some people who fall off, and then some people who are going to be right there.
Facts.
And
it's not, there's no fake, there's no jealousy, there's no envy, I got true, the thing about it, for real, I can almost cry. Like, for real. Damn. I have like priceless things in my life you can't buy. You just can't buy it. My family, God, Yeshua, my friends, the support that I get, second to none. It's second to none. I don't have any egos or any envy or any doubters or any people that is telling me things like that I would even have to check. I don't have to check nobody because the love is real. It's authentic. It's genuine. And to have that around me, that alleviates anxiety because I'm always present. I'm always happy. I ain't got to worry about things. I ain't got to overthink about things because everything is handled and taken care of. And it's just a beautiful life.
You're right about that. The main thing is people around you that's always like, I have an idea. Let's do this. We should do this. Or I got this for you. And how can we make this happen? And I think that's like the key to success. It can't just be you trying to figure it out and do it on your own. It's got to be people around you that's looking out for your best interests.
Definitely.
And they know that you have their best interests at heart too. So
definitely. They understand that. Everyone around me understands that. From family to my people to my girl to everybody. They understand just like, we here to just make everything smooth and have the best motion we can have.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen in season 2. I know you're going to come check back in too.
You already know.
You know how we do.
I thank you for having me every time.
Yes, and the music when you have, when we're ready, let me know about that too.
No, I definitely will. No, you heard that? You heard that?
Listen, we like exclusive.
Can he show you a song?
Yeah, we like exclusive.
Can he show you a song?
Absolutely. I told you, we like
He's
exclusive up
Look,
here.
I see his heart beating.
You see it?
I see his heart
You
beating.
see it?
He like, damn, we gonna put him in the spot like this. We're playing our music.
I'm not
Play
ready.
the music. I'm back in my bag. Yeah. I'm back in my bag. Yeah. He's Memphis legend. My boy from Memphis.
I know. Yeah, we could turn on. All right. Well, thank you for coming. We're going to listen to some music. And then when you guys are ready, we'll get the exclusives, right?
Yes.
All right. It's way up.
Way up.